I'm Jim McCullen. I'm Chief Technology Officer at Century Supply Chain Solutions. We're a global logistics provider, and so large importers and retailers that are importing anywhere from thousands to hundreds of thousands of containers of freight a year hire us to be, in essence, their middleman at origin. So you've got all of these different players in the supply chain, and we get hired by a large importer, and so we have to be able to integrate with all of those providers, and every customer has a unique set of integrations in how they want to interact with us, and then a unique set of operational instructions in how they want us to manage their supply chain. But we're able to give the customers that agility and adaptability in their supply chain, and while that's fantastic for our customers, it can be really challenging to bring all of that together. So for example, they might have a TMS system that we need to feed data to it. They've all got ERP systems. We have many customers on products like SAP and Oracle, but every integration is different. Before Cleo, I think the biggest challenge we were facing was that we had many different solutions or components that got us to the end result of integration that we needed. And it worked. The challenge was if something went wrong, you might not know where it was going wrong or catch it, right? And so a big part of why we decided to move to Cleo was we wanted one platform where we could go to and understand the entire kind of ecosystem of that transaction, right? Not three different applications that were doing different parts of it. With Cleo, we're able to bring it all into one place, and that was a big reason why we wanted to make this change. But one of the other big things for us was the whole concept of the Cleo cockpit. At that time, we hadn't seen that anywhere else, and that was something that we were trying to achieve as a company. We wanted to be able to empower our customer-facing teams with the ability to answer customer questions without having to open up a ticket and wait for a technical person to go do the research and come back. And Cleo Cockpit delivered that for us. With Cockpit, it started with our own teams being able to go in there and see what was happening, because again, in the past, it was much more complex to go find where the issues were, right? They were kind of buried in the integrations and the processes. So now, right out of the gates, Cleo exposed that to our teams to be able to understand kind of a health map. After we implemented Cleo, one of the immediate things was speed to market with new integrations. So it's extremely important for us to be able to onboard new customers as quickly as possible, because we don't generate revenue until those customers are on board. And so with Cleo, we saw a 75% decrease in the time it took us to do these implementations. And that was a combination of things. It was the speed at which we could map these documents, the ease of the information that was available to us, for example, from prior mapping integrations that we did. So, bringing all the components of Cleo together just accelerated our speed in doing that. Century's been in an amazing growth period, and so we've got major iconic brands that are embracing Century and joining our family. And so just in the transactions alone that have been moving through Cleo, we've seen over a 300% increase in those transactions, and we've been able to handle it. And that's another reason we went to Cleo, was to move away from hosted environments to cloud. And the cloud has been amazing for us. So as we've scaled this company, as we've brought on larger and larger customers and more transactions, Cleo's been able to scale right with us in the cloud environment. Cleo's role in supply chain orchestration is really about the centralization of the integration processes. And so honestly, the data is as important as the cargo is, right? So if you think about a shipment coming into a customer's distribution center, yeah, all those cartons need to be in the right container going to the right DC. But if they don't have an ASN in their system so that they can receive the freight, that container is going to sit outside that distribution center, right? So Cleo gives us that power to be able to make sure that all of those integrations are working properly, are flowing correctly, so that that data gets to where it needs to go. And when something doesn't work right, Cleo is extremely valuable in kind of highlighting or alerting us to those situations where there is a problem. I would say the one word for Cleo supply chain orchestration would be fluidity, just because it allows us to really see everything that's happening across the supply chain and manage everything that's happening across the supply chain from a data perspective.